afternoon, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great day today. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon out there, yeah, it's been an enjoyable day. I want to continue to. I think I'm going to start another series. I want to continue my Albums to Discover series, but this is a look at. So this morning I did a look at Grand Funk and their albums, their history, the band members. This time I'm going to have a look at this amazing band, Gentle Giant. And if you look in the corner, you can see King Crimson's debut album. This is Gentle Giant's debut album. Slight similarities there as far as weird, creepy face. This is more of a Hobbit type of look, I guess. But an amazing debut album by an amazing British progressive rock band. Unique progressive rock band. So yeah, I'm going to have a look at these guys, go through the albums that I have in my discography. I don't have them all. Not yet, anyway. So a British progressive rock band that began about 1970 and lasted for 10 years. So they ended in about 1980. But within that 10-year span, some amazing music created and some unique music created. Their music is complex, sophisticated. Each member is a musician, multi-instrumentalist musician. And they've got a varied style of lyrical talents, musical talents, and just amazing. Progressive rock, experimental rock, jazz rock, and hard rock for sure. The core of the band were the three Shulman brothers, Phil, Derek, and Ray. They weren't a commercially successful band, but they had a huge cult following. But that was their goal. They didn't want to become commercially successful. According to the band, they wanted to create and expand the frontiers of contemporary popular music at the risk of being unpopular. That was their goal, I guess, their theme. And I think it worked. You don't hear them on the radio, but their music is fantastic. It's definitely complex. Their influences came from medieval, Baroque, and modern chamber music themes. Their lyrics were drawn from personal experiences with psychological themes as well. So pretty in-depth and complex stuff going on with Gentle Giant. In 2015, they received a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Progressive Music Awards in 2015. So they finally got their due, for sure. So this amazing debut album, as I said, remarkable stuff. Released in 1970, just remarkable. Then they've got Octopus, their fourth studio album. This is the North American cover. The UK cover was a red octopus. This is kind of a octopus in a pickle jar, I guess, if you look at it that way. But this is on the Columbia label. The fourth studio album by the band, released in 1972. The cover's a little worn on this one, but the vinyl itself sounds great. This is In a Glass House. Again, you can see it taped up, but it's really cool looking album inside. This is on the WWA label. The fifth album by the band, released in 73, loosely based on the concept of those who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. It's pretty prevalent today as well. The record begins and ends with the sound of breaking glass. So it's pretty unique theme throughout the album. One of my favorites, this is The Power and the Glory. It's a great album. It's the sixth album by the band, released in 1974. the concept of the album is focusing on someone who means to do good using political power, or their political power, but then he starts to enjoy it and starts to abuse his power, and then eventually becoming that which he fought about in the beginning. So a pretty cool idea and concept on that one. Free Hand, another great album. It's on the Green Capital label. Free Hand is the 7th album by the band, released in 1975. Another concept album is Interview. There's the band there. Interview is a unique album. It's the 8th album by the band, released in 76. Another concept album, and made up to be like a radio interview. So there's 3 different sections in there that actually have an interview in them. Pretty cool stuff. Giant for a Day on the Purple Capital label. Giant for the Day is the 10th album by the band, released in 78. It's more of a pop rock album than it is a medieval theme progressive album. They didn't do any tours for this album either. Still a good album. I really enjoy it, but quite a bit different than their previous stuff. My favorite out of them all is the Civilian. This album rocks. It really does. It's a hard rock album, more of a progressive style album. It's the 11th album and the final studio album by the band, released in 1980. Again, on the Columbia label. But what a great album this is. So good. Again, more of a hard rock sound. And a little out of their element, for sure. This is a bit of wear on the cover, unfortunately, but the album itself sounds really good. This is Playing the Fool, double live album by the band. It's on the Red Capital label. Released in 1977. So really happy I have that one. And finally, a compilation album, Giant Steps of the First 5 Years. And there's the label there. It's released in 1975, including songs between 1970 and 1975. So yeah, if you don't know Gentle Giant, check these guys out. I don't even know who I'd compare them to. I mean, King Crimson's got their own uniqueness. Yes has their own uniqueness. Genesis has their own uniqueness. These guys just take it out of the realm a little bit and make it their own. So I can't compare them to anyone, but they are so good and remarkable. Anyway, guys, there you go. Enjoy the rest of the day. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll be back again soon with my Albums to Discover series with Mr. Steve Hackett. And I'll talk to you again soon. Love you guys. Bye now.